4a is a quadratic formula question. You know it off by heart now. Keep writing it down every time you have the question. It just becomes second nature by the time you reach the exam. Fill these values in, and the two answers for this one are 2.1 and 0.1. 2.1 and 0.1. We could sketch it if you want. We have two positive roots. I said sketch them all. And we have a positive y-intercept, and you'll see why. So if we have two positive roots, it has to go above the x-axis to intercept the y. So we have a 1, a 0.1, and a 2.1. Factorize and solve this guy. So we've no x term, so it's just the difference of two squares, 5x minus 9 by 5x plus 9. So our roots are 9 over 5 and minus 9 over 5. And then we sketch this. Negative root, positive root. We have minus 9 over 5 and plus 9 over 5. And our y-intercept is minus 81. Part C of this question, we're told that we have three identical rectangular plots of land. So I'm just going to draw over them. Here's one. What do we know about this? We'll be dealing with area and perimeter in this question always. So the area of this one is x times y. So we have three of those. So 3xy is the total area. And then we'll be dealing with perimeter. So we have x, x, x. And then we have another three of them, so we 6x. And we have y and y if it was just one big long shape, but we have another two fences that need to go in here. So we have 4y. So we have perimeter and area. So the information given are 800 meters of fence, so that's the perimeter. 6x plus 4y equals 800, and the area is 10,200. We're going to have 3xy is equal to 10,200. So a couple of ways to do it. Let's divide this one by 2 because we can. So we're going to get 3x plus 2y. Easier to work with smaller numbers. I'm going to divide this one by 3, and I'm going to get xy is equal to 3,400. So y is equal to 3,400 over x. So we could sub that in for y, or we could say x is equal to 3,400 over y. So either of these two things. So just pick one. I'll always pick the lowest number, so I'm going to sub in for y. So I'm going to get 2y, 2 times 3,400 over x plus 3x equals 400. So I need to multiply by x to get rid of the x on the bottom, and that creates an x squared then. So x by this guy, x by this guy, and x by this guy is going to leave us with 3x squared. These are when the x on the bottom cancels, that's going to be plus 6,800 minus 400x equals 0. And these don't divide by 3. 400 doesn't divide by 3. 3x squared minus 400x plus 6,800 equals naught. I don't think this factorizes. So I'm checking the square root of b squared minus 4ac first. When I put that in, it's giving me 280, so it works out evenly. So I have minus 400 minus b minus 400. So plus 400 plus 280 over 2a, and I have 400 minus 280 over 2a. That's what it looks like to me. So 680 over 6 which is 113, and the third, I think 2, 6, and then we have 120 over 6, which is 20. So maybe it does factorize in the end, but the two answers here are 113 and a third for y and 20 for y, and then we'd have to get another value for x. So we have xy equals 3400. I'll take the 20 first. If y is 20, we've solved for x actually. If x is 20, we're going to have 20y is 3400. So y is equal to 170. We're going to see, does that work? And then if we have 113 and a third times y equals 3400, we get y to be, it works out to be 30. So we have two values for x and y. We have 113 and a third and 30, and we also have 20 and 170. So two possible answers for this one. Were we asked to find two? We were asked to find two possible values for the length and width. So there's two values, so this will be a tricky enough question. Would require a lot of practice and concentration to get this fully right.